Hey guys, here Dr. Price here, and welcome to this another beautiful day here in Houston, Texas. Today I've got one thing basically I'd like to talk to everybody about. I'm going to pull up my screen here and take a look at a few things. I want you guys just to realize, I know some people have different eating preferences, but those who are doing keto, paleo, things like that, these type of eating methods, just realize the beef that you're eating is not always what you think it may be. Now, if you go out to eat and you're eating at a more premier like steakhouse, you're probably getting USA beef. You're getting more the prime, better beef. You're getting the porterhouse steak, things like that. But those of you who buy in from regular store, especially fast food. Now, if you're getting hamburgers from fast food, guys, please be careful. Realize you're eating meat that's probably not from this country. And now, like I said, I'm going to pull up here, and now you won't be able to see my screen, but I'm going to take you to a website. I want you all to be aware of something, because we're always looking out for you guys, for your health here, and I want you to realize that your meat here in the United States, the multinational companies, it's like the Walmart's taking over of the food industry. It's getting to be where farmers who raise their own cattle, raise their own crops, are getting to be a thing of yesterday. I mean, this is a really sad story, because as soon as a farmer loses his right to raise his cattle the way his father did, his grandfather did, they lose the ability to raise cattle more healthy-wise, use them the type of medications they may use, the food they eat, the land they graze on. Multinationals come in, and it's all about greed. Greed is the number one reason they raise the food. And so with the small farmers, the guys are losing out. So what I'm going to inform you today is where you can locally eat, and take you to a website where you can look up wherever you live in the United States and go buy from a local farmer. So if you're going to eat meat, if you're a meat eater, look at local farmers. And here's the website I want to send you to. It is usabeef.org. usabeef.org. You go to this website, it's going to say, first of all, sign a petition. And here's what this petition's about. And believe me, I would not be telling you guys if I would not help me understand. I want to help you understand how important it is for you to know where your food comes from. Because when you go to like your stores, local H-E-B, Kroger's, Randall's here in Houston, anywhere you go, you ask them, where were these vegetables produced in? And a lot of times they don't know. We don't know. It's a product of Mexico, a product of Finland, but it could say local farmed, but that's not always the truth. Now you ask them, by the way, I'm going to buy this meat for make hamburgers tonight, or I'm going to buy these steaks, this roast. Where was this meat produced at? And most of the time they're going to say, I don't know. But you as a consumer, you need to know, because a lot of meat is coming from places like China, okay, if that tells you anything, and Brazil. Many other countries are bringing meat into the country. And here's the little trick they do. They can mix the meat, and they can say hamburger meat, mix it with a little bit of meat from the United States, the cattle here, and mix it from somewhere like, say, Brazil, and call it American beef, which is basically a lie. So that's how you're being lied to. So if you look at like Brazil, the last two big meat producers have spent time in prison. Okay, this is very easy for you to look up online, because they were selling rotten meat to the rest of the world. These guys are crooked and corrupt all the way through. Why would we want these same people producing meat and bringing it to our country, the United States here? So you want to get not China, not Brazil, not whatever a country. You want your beef produced right here in the United States with our standards and the way local farmers get to raise their beef. So if you go to usabeef.org, go in there, sign the petition. And the petition, it means this. When you read your labeling, it says this meat was produced in Korea, China, wherever it was. You need to know where this meat, this cattle was raised. That's what you want to know. Because believe me, different standards are in place. So sign the petition, go in there, and then it says find your local beef producer. Now those of you here in Houston, Texas are going to see this video. I'll tell you right where it is. Everybody know what Belleville is, close to Austin, Texas. It's Lazy A Ranch, and it's in Belleville. The number is 979-865-5337. 979-865-5337. And it's the LazyATexas.com is their website. You can go there and find and buy your beef directly from local farmers. So guys, if you want to get what's good, you want to know what's healthy for your family, your children, you need to know what's on your plate. You need to know where it's coming from. Remember, in '98, when they started putting genetically modified food on our plates, we had no idea. No one told us. It wasn't identified. They just said it's the same as other food. But now we know, looking at codes on your food, if you get a 4125, it's raised the regular way they normally raise vegetables and things like this. But if you get an 8 number in these codes, beginning with an 8, that's genetically modified. Okay, and a 9 is organic foods. You look at codes in the back of labels of food. So know your labels, and also know that food is constantly being hidden from you. And they have these trade acts, these international organizations that try to stop us from selling our meat in other countries unless we let them mislabel it. Meaning they don't want to label it to say where it came from. They do like to use the USDA labels as far as what we produce here. So guys, look online, sign a petition, be involved. If you're even you're a vegetarian, guys, this is not about just meat. This is about having multinational companies take over our food industry, because the local farmers are going by the wayside. These people are having a very hard time keeping up with the regulations and basically making a profit. Because imagine if you have a farm, you raise crops, you raise cattle, and then someone else decides what price you can sell it at. This is what happens to local farmers. They are not in charge of their own prices. Imagine you have a business, but somebody else tells you, hey, you sell cell phones, you can't sell them at this price, you have to sell them here. Oh, you sell these shoes? Oh no, you have to sell them at this price. And this is what multinationals are doing. If you put a product on Amazon, they're going to decide what price you should sell it at. So multinational companies taking over. Guys, take things in your own hands, find local people, do business with people, small-time farmers, small-time business, like myself. I'm a small-time business owner. Do business with people to keep the small businesses alive, guys. The multinationals will take over, and they will direct you how you get your food, how it's produced, what chemicals are in it or not in it. Guys, be safe. Have a great day. Enjoy life. I'm Dr. Patrick Price.